Hi guys, welcome back to Pillow Pod, back in season 4. I'm Chloe and I'm joined here today with Leanne Greenaway. Welcome, babe.
Yeah.
Leanne is a Reiki healer, guys, and she's here to tell us all about her industry and her business and upcoming ventures on the way. Thank you so much for coming on today, babe. You look beautiful.
Thank you very much.
I've noticed, is that Puzzle Design?
Puzzle Design.
Puzzle Designs.
Lady, yes.
We had her on last season.
She's one of my biggest cheerleaders.
Oh, she's
She is,
amazing,
yeah.
amazing. Right, I'm so excited to have you on. Oh my goodness me. So let's get things kicked off and going. How did you get into Reiki healing?
Well, I've always been kind of quirky and kind of not fit into that box, as everyone should say.
Love that.
Really didn't like school, bit different, bit kind of went into that goth kind of all very sort of witchy kind of alternative stuff. And I've always been animals as well. So I've always had a spirit animal with me everywhere. So it was something that I didn't know what it was. I had no idea that this wolf was following me everywhere, what was going on, who it was. And I went on this retreat and we did meditation, Reiki, and I was like astroplaning out of my body when we were doing the meditations. I was really getting into it. Astroplaning.
Could you
So like projection. So like when you go into deep meditation, you can feel yourself floating up in the air.
Oh.
So you're really like floating around your whole,
Right.
it's like an out of body experience.
Got you.
Yeah, so you're sort of astroplaning outside and you can see everything and you get into really, really deep.
Oh, wow.
But I had some Reiki there and literally the lady said, oh my God, the energy. The stereo went like really cuckoo. She had to turn it off because the vibrations were just going like mad and mad.
Oh my goodness.
And then everyone said whenever I went in the room, it was just like they could feel my energy. And it was just so bright. And so if I go anywhere, like when me and my husband went to Cardiff and like this woman just goes, oh my God, she said, I'm just standing near you. I need to be with you. She said, your energy. She said, you're just so bubbly. So like.
And do you have this everywhere you are?
Yeah, like, pretty much.
Oh
so
my
I try
God.
to sort of go in places and like, sometimes your energy just dip because you can pick up on other people's energy. So if the energy and the vibrations are kind of not like, I'm more of an empath. So I do pick up on other people's energies and I do feel a lot of other people's energies, which is very, very hard. I have to kind of brush myself off quite a lot. But it was sort of, she got me that idea of getting into it and said, you need to train, but also with my kids as well, because my 4 boys, 3 of them are autistic. They struggle, school-based anxiety. They're not doing great. And getting them into that, I do Reiki on them, meditation. And it seems to work. It seems to chill them out and the calm and everything's the energy with your hands. It just makes them more relaxed as well.
Oh, wow. So it's like, it's in your household. It's a very
it's
part of your family.
Yeah. You come in my house and the smells are like, oh my God, she's having a seance again.
No, immediately I need to come see this house and see what's going on.
It's literally everywhere. Everyone walks into my treatment room and they're going, oh my God, the smells and everything's just so beautiful, because I make my own candles as well. And I Reiki infuse everything that I do. So all my candles are Reiki infused, so the scents and the smells are just like everywhere.
Oh my God, what don't you do? Like,
I don't know.
So much to delve in here. Okay, for someone who isn't familiar with Reiki, can you break it down of exactly what the process is and what the benefits are?
So if you'd come into a treatment, I get to sit down, we sit and have a herbal tea, just so our energies kind of align with each other to make the people more relaxed. I don't want to go straight into a treatment and everyone be like, oh, because it is intimate. It's a very, very intimate sort of treatment. I get them to lie on the bed. I put the crystals underneath so the crystal energies are flowing nicely. And then I work down the body and work down the chakras just to try and get everyone balanced. So it's all about energy healing. I do non-touch Reiki. So a lot of people say I go through the body and do non-touch and they can feel the heat from my hands, and sometimes I'll pull the negative energy away so some people can feel me. Like I had a lady the other day and she said you could literally feel her stomach, me pulling away at her, and that because her solar plexus was blocked, so I was trying to unblock it for her.
Wow.
And then I sort of go work the way, so your head, your crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and your root chakra. So I work all the way down the chakras, go to the knees. That's when I touches to the knees to try and help ground, and the feet as well. Everyone says they love. I don't do a foot massage or anything. I literally just grab your feet, and I really like the roots to pull down to ground you. So I'm trying to get people to pull, and then I do 3 taps like that, just to say, okay, it's fine.
Wow. wow.
So, yeah.
Oh my God. No, the way I need to do this, the
Yeah.
way this would change my life, I need to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you carry this out then? Do you have your own space? Or?
So the lovely ladies of Her Story & Co was so nice. I did their wellness event in September. They got me a room in the little play lounge. So I'm in the little play lounge. I've got my lovely room in there. It's all set up. So I do Reiki in there. I do Indian head massage. I do Reiki facials, which is really nice. So you have a facial.
Reiki facial?
Reiki facials. Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah. So you have a facial. So while your mask is on, I then go down and do the Reiki as well. It's just a shorter treatment.
Oh, wow.
But I do meditation. I've got a lady coming in this week for a spirit animal guide because that's the one thing I'm really connected into. So I help people to connect into their spirit animal. And I do also women's circles, but I do them at different venues, at different places. And angel card readings as well.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, okay, the spirit animal.
Yeah.
How does that work then? You mentioned earlier that you felt like you had this wolf presence following
so I've always, that is why my logo is the wolf. I've always had a wolf following me.
Is this your whole life?
My whole life, since I was little. That's why I think the dogs, I'm always in tune with any animal. It's so funny, I'll go somewhere and they go, that animal's just around you, what are you doing to it? Are you talking to it or something?
Oh my goodness.
I really it's really strange, but the wolf always has this connection. And a lady as well, Cherokee lady, has always been there as well. They've always followed me through to guide me. But you don't always have one spirit animal. You can have several spirit animals that can come in different areas of your life. So if you need a message, they will come through and tell you that message. Each animal represents a different part of your life and a different message that they need to tell you, and they really, really want to tell you. So my wolf has literally just come across, and it's quite funny. My dad has always been in tune to wolves, and my eldest son, he's been in tune. He likes wolves as well. So it seems to carry down from the firstborn in our sort of families.
Oh my God.
The way it goes, but yeah.
So how do you kind of, so if on a client, if you were to find their spirit animal, is it something that you help them see or like what senses by?
So we kind of go into meditative state. I have a meditation that is particularly for the spirit animal. We work around, I do tea ceremonies as well. So I'll use a special tea to help you in tune with and open up your chakras and open up your mind so that you can kind of in tune into your spirit animal and see what's happening. We'll work through the meditation, and I will do Reiki as well, so try and get everything sort of balanced, and hopefully you'll pick up on what's going on. I did a circle last year and I've been asked to do one again, so I will be doing one soon. But a lot of people said they never met spirit animals, and the animals were coming in. One lady saw from a bird's eye view. She literally said she felt like this bird, and she said she felt all the feathers, and she was looking down and everything. Said, yeah, that's your spirit animal. It was showing her, it wanted her to see everything from that, come out of your body, stop looking inside your head, come out and look at it from the other perspective.
My mind is blown. No, because I'm like, what is my spirit animal? I'm curious.
Yeah, we'll have to try that one.
No, honestly, be like, can you see one behind? Like, how far in do we need to go?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what are some of the most common reasons people seek Reiki, and how does it support healing?
Lots of people come because they just feel unaligned with themselves. They're not balanced. They feel that shift. Something's not quite there. A lot of people come for their mental health, really. They just want that extra sort of guidance, and it is like a spiritual sort of guidance to help you. It's a lot of people are sort of don't know what it's about and don't kind of understand. So they come in and just want to see if I can help them sort of in tune more back into themselves and any blockages that they feel to unblock them. But they come for the grounding, for mental health, just to feel better about themselves.
So it's normally quite a vulnerable state people are walking into your space.
And it can be very, very emotional as well. It's a very, very emotional. You do get a lot of tears, a lot of
I can imagine.
People upset, and it's just coming in to see what I can do and how I can help. I have a lot of people who don't kind of know what they're coming in for or don't know what it is, and just say, can I try it, and just to see if it works.
Out of curiosity,
Out of curiosity, because they've tried the chatting to the counsellors, they're doing this, they're doing that. This is just another angle of working through what's upsetting you, what's not working. It's that other way of, like people go for a massage. It's just
like another way of like an intimate breakthrough, isn't it? Yeah.
It's that body, it's that whole body thing. People go for all their nails, everything like that. This is more your mind. This is to help clear your mind and help you to get better focus and kind of sort of be the best person that they want to be.
So you host groups, and then all of your sessions are 1-to-1.
Yeah, so I do the women's circles, and we have about 12 women come in, and that's not as intimate. That is, we do meditation, Reiki, have a chat, I do activities, and we have a little community. So it's a nice little community. A lot of people come in, have never been there before, and a lot of people who come in are mums who just want that break. So it's to get to know each other, and they all start messaging each other and chatting each other, and they do make friends that way as well, because it's people don't want to talk about it. It's still that taboo about talking about it, and all that sort of spirituality stuff is very, very taboo, so they kind of don't know where to go. So when I do the circles, it opens it so that if you don't want to come to that 1-to-1 or don't want to come by yourself, bring a friend along.
This is like a taster.
It's the taster.
To see if you like it.
Yeah, because it's that short little burst. I go around and give everyone a quick session, but they can still feel it and they still get the energy from it.
Yeah.
And I can still help unblock things. But this is just, if they're not sure, to try and then come for a longer treatment, and then we can work on what they want to work on.
Yeah. What's the biggest misconception then in your industry, would you say?
That people don't understand and that it's fake, and are you holding something in your hands? Where's the heat coming from?
So is it a trick
what's going on? How can you do that with just your hands? How can you do something that's helped people align and it's not taking a tablet, doing something else? Because you can help ease pain.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very taboo sort of subject, and very taboo that people don't know what's going on and don't understand it.
Did you ever have that in your own personal life as like a turning point of like at some point you didn't understand and then that you had an eye-opening moment?
Yeah.
When was that?
I think that was a couple of years ago when I wasn't too sure what was going on, and I've always had that deja vu of everything.
I get that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have that deja vu. I always think something has it happened before or see. So that's my third eye was opening up more and more, that I could see things. It's like that premonition of things. Did that happen before? Did I just like dream that, or was it happening? But it's your subconscious mind sort of telling you it can see things, what's going on. But I have lots of deja vu, and that kind of like, well, what the hell is going on now? Why am I getting all this? And then when I started talking to other people and started going to like different circles, different retreats, different things, and having Reiki myself, that opened me up. And the more and more I went to people to Reiki, they opened up my third eye, and they were like, no, you really, there's something there, which I didn't understand. I didn't quite understand, because everyone could see, they could see the shining light, the aura, the everything. And I was like, what are you on about? Are you looking at me weirdly? Is something going on? So,
oh my gosh. So with all of your clients then, is there a story you can share with us that's really stuck with you, like where this work's made a difference to their lives?
I find a lot of people come when they've had bereavement as well, because it's that sort of, they don't know where they're coming, they don't know what's going on, they're just upsetting themselves, and they just want to work through things and take that time for themselves. So the heart and the head is blocked, and they don't know what's going on, and it's just like, it's okay, it's all right, everything's going well. It's just that calm stuff. And sometimes you can, if I go into meditation, you can feel someone else like around. So I've had one lady, and I said, I can really feel that someone's watching over you, and then she pulled out the angel card, and the angel card was telling her that someone special is watching over you, and it's all going to be okay.
Oh my god, that's just
that's
are there ever moments where even to this day that you're like, whoa, like sometimes it's like you can't, like it's actually amazing of what
some lady said she thought I put a brick on her.
What?
Yeah, she thought I put a brick
okay,
on her.
you need to explain this.
She was sort of sat there and we did the meditation, and her like chest felt really, really heavy, and as I was doing the Reiki, I could really feel the pull within her chest, and I could feel something really, really funny, and I was like, oh. And I can feel on people's energy. So if someone's got a backache, some things like that, it will affect me as well. So I can feel what's going on. And I just felt really, really emotional with her. I don't know what's going on. The next thing, she was there, and she literally, I just looked at her, and because it was in a circle, she was there going, and she was pulling off all the covers and something like that, and going like mad, like this, going like that, really out. And I was like, what that? She went, I just felt like you put a brick on me. She said, I felt this big brick. you placed something on me. She said, I knew you had to place something on me, but she said, obviously my hands, she felt like I could place something on her, and then suddenly she went, oh, and then she had this big like, whew, sort of thing.
Oh my
to
God.
her, so it's really strange.
So was that like a release?
It was a release, yeah, it was a release. There was lots of pressure going on. She had lots of things going on in her life, that some things weren't explained and some emotional things, and she just felt that the pressure was pulling at her when I was doing it. And then she said she just felt like this big thing. She went, and then there was massive release happened.
Oh my gosh, that is really amazing. Yeah. Oh my God, no, the way that my mind is just blowing, because Sophie loves everything about this.
Yeah.
And when I met her, she kind of wouldn't share too much with me, because I was very much like, I'm gonna see it to believe it for a long time. And then like through our friendship, when I started like talking about it and then experiencing things myself, and then I personally went through a bereavement of one of my family members, and then I had kind of an opening with it. And then I remember I was filming a lot of events of this industry for my business, and when I saw in front of me like the reactions and you see it happening, I was just like, there's just not, it's not spoken enough.
No, I think it is definitely, people don't get it, but it's more coming out now.
Yeah.
There's more and more retreats going on. I've noticed now I'm actually meeting more Reiki masters as I go places.
Yeah.
I think it's now getting that open thing, and it's weird because the schools, when I say to the schools what I do, and I do children's mindfulness as well, they're kind of like, oh, can we get you in? But
amazing.
Yeah, they're sort of cotton on to now. Meditation and Reiki, it's something that they want in the schools.
People are seeing the results.
People are seeing it, and people are getting to understand it more. So it is getting out there a lot more. Yeah. So hopefully, more people will understand.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can share with us for like the rest of this year? Anything exciting you've got planned? I know you're in your new space. So
I'm in my new space. That's going really well. I'm actually bringing out my own journal for people to use. My own affirmation cards with all my logo on, so people have that positive thought for the day.
I need a copy of that.
Yeah, I'm actually me and another lady are actually gonna do something in water.
In water?
In water, yes.
In water, how?
In water, so sound bowls outside.
Oh my God.
Floating around in water for meditation and Reiki.
Oh my God.
Something a little bit different.
Oh, is that towards the end of the year?
Towards the end of the year, yeah. Towards the end of the year. So we're just getting everything sorted out, and then so you can float along and relax in the water, because water's great for natural healing. So you can float around in the water, and I'll be in there doing some Reiki and meditation.
I would never want to come out of that.
No, I know.
I was like, imagine you go in, you're like, I'm not going back to reality.
That's why I need a warm pool. So
yeah, I'm not going back to reality after that bliss.
Definitely not, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. What would you say your favourite thing is then about what you're doing for your business?
It's helping people, definitely. Just getting people to be the best version of themselves, definitely. That's what I want to do. I want to make sure that people feel more relaxed, be true to themselves, and not worry about fitting in that box. We don't have to fit in that box. You don't need to fit in that box. No one's meant to fit in that box. And that's what I really want to do. I want to say, look, you can be quirky, you can be different, and you can be who you want to be. Don't let anyone else tell you different.
Oh, that's so amazing. Like, I genuinely want to do this. By the way, be like, Soph, you will never believe. I have to know who my spirit animal is. Like, that's so the whole thing with the wolf, like, it's really sticking with me. So how young were you, or do you not really have memory?
I don't really know how young I was. I know it's always been there, and I've always this thing, like, I always wanted a husky, because it's more that connection with wolf, and I've always had a thing about wolf. I've actually found a place up north that I can actually go and wander around, and it's a park that I can go actually sit in with the wolves and just have a play and stuff. So
you have to document that.
Yeah, I know.
If that's not on your Instagram, I'll be telling you off.
I will be doing that, definitely. Definitely.
Oh my goodness me. I'm just trying to think, with your practice and experience in Reiki, when it comes to like you training, what's the biggest skill you've had to like really harness to be able to practice it?
To listen to myself, really, not sort of go with your intuition. You have to go, because there's different signs, different things to go with that, not second guess yourself. because when you first start, you're always like, well, am I doing this right? What's going on? You can't go wrong with Reiki. You can't go wrong with it. You're not going to hurt anyone. You're not going to do anything. But it's listening to that intuition that you feel something on someone else, that you feel someone's energy is not right, or feel something else is going on, to actually listen to what you're saying and not your mind plays tricks and you go, well, am I doing that right? Am I doing this? You can't go wrong. And that's the biggest thing. And then it's the telling other people as well what you do is the kind of like explaining what's going on. So that's the biggest. But the training, we're all energy, so anyone can learn how to do it. Your teacher just has to be aligned for your best self of what's going on, but you can learn, and you can work on the person's energy to make them come out to learn Reiki 1. You learn how to do it on yourself, which is so nice. So when you're having that off day or down day, you can I do it in the morning, I sit in a meditation and do Reiki on myself. So, and the kids as well. So that is a good way to sort of get in as well.
I think that's so amazing that it's in your household. So like it's such a huge part of your own personal life. And like, that's what makes it even more like, from a client perspective, like that's what makes you even more inclined to come and work with you, because you live and breathe all of this. This is exactly a huge part of you. It's not something you've just set up as a business, it's your life. Have you seen like a change in yourself since launching your business with this? I'm more kind of now, it is what it is. Kind of, I still get those days where I'm like really annoyed and really angry, but it's to brush off that. Stop worrying about what everyone else is doing. Stop worrying about what they think about you. Just, more happy, more chilled, more bubbly, more being how I was before. Definitely. I feel a lot more relaxed with doing it, and a lot more setting up the business was the best thing I could have done. I was always, no, I'm not going to do it. This is not, how can you make a career out of this? How can you do this? And I'm like, no. I've had the push in the place of the right people to say, go for it. Stop worrying about it. Just do it. Oh, wow. Have you got like a good support network around you?
I've got the best. My husband is absolutely, he's literally just shoving me, right, go on, do this, go on, do that.
Do you practice on him as well? Is he like, does he do it?
I did practice on him, and I didn't tell him what it was, so I never told him what was going on. And he said, will you go practice your Reiki on me? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. And he didn't know, and he fell asleep, and he went, I heard him on the phone to his mum, and he's going, oh my God, he's like, I just feel heat. He said, I didn't understand it. He said, but the heat's coming from our hands. He said, it was really, really strange.
So just interesting.
Heat, And the kids say, can you do your voodoo stuff, please?
Can you do
voodoo. Are you off to, when I do a second, are you off to do your voodoo magic now? Are you? Yeah.
How old are your kids?
They're 15, 13, 11 and 7.
And they all practice this with you?
They all sort of come in and sort of go, what you're doing now. They like the Indian hair smashers because they're very sensory with the autism. So they like that touch. So sometimes they don't know I'm actually doing sort of things, and I'll go behind them, but it's fine. If their higher self is aligned with it, the higher self will take in the Reiki for them.
So does it benefit as like a grounding technique with them?
A ground definitely is a grounding. I like to hold pressure down, just to sort of, we're having those off days or having those really, really stressful days. The pressure, the hold down, the head, just sort of slowly.
But being
gently.
so tuned in as a child with yourself that way is so amazing.
And I try to do the playlist in the morning, so it's like calming, natural sort of music in the morning. They're like, what on earth are you putting on now? But yeah, kind of put that, because we're all collective in our house, all completely different music. So then when I have my music on, it's like
Mozart, Madonna.
Yeah. What's going on now? Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing everything about your journey with Reiki healing, your business, and oh my God, I absolutely want to hear more about this. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on, and I know Sophie's going to be gutted she missed this, but we'll be FaceTiming her straight away to fill her in with everything. Yeah. But thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We'll be back with more episodes the following week, and we can't wait for you to see the rest of season 4. See you soon. Bye.